WEFM, a new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And time right now, which is 7:45, and it is time for our commentary with Lyf Compton this morning. Lyf, good morning.
Good morning, Roleza. Morning, Maka.
I hear you.
Morning, listeners of WEFM.
Lyf, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I wonder if persons are hearing him and we're not.
Let me see.
No. Okay, let me see if the errors on our side.
Yeah. Again.
All right, let's see. Lyf.
Hello.
Lyf.
Hello.
Hey, all right, so there it is. All right.
Hello.
Oof. We're hearing you.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yesterday we were speaking about I think I touched short momentarily on the 5 accused youngsters who were fighting in KFC. So yesterday they were sentenced to they were given a suspended sentence, basically 6 months in prison, suspended for 2 years. And there was video circulated with them coming out of court, some of them smiling and what's not. So with these smiles, some of these smiles and some of these celebrations, it seems like if the prison stay didn't really like affect them that much, because my thinking is if I'm coming out after that, although I would be glad to be out, but you're gonna be carrying on so and smiling so and thing like it's after the sentence now, so they basically say, boy, yeah, we get away, we getting more jail time, you know what I mean? So and then reading this,
yes, correct. It feel that way to me as well.
Yeah, and okay, now reading from the Searchlight front page story this morning. Interesting part says the defendants also stated that 5 is associated with 7 and 8 is associated with 6. That's the gangs in Trinidad they're talking
serious?
about. Yeah, the Rose Bank or 7 located. Okay. Let me take it from the top. I kind of missing the main point there. So the story is 5 brawlers handed keys to their own cell. So it's basically saying they if they go back to prison, it's in their hands because the sentence was suspended, right? So on the dating, during the fight, objects was thrown, accident was obtained, investigation conducted. That's not the part I'm looking for. Sorry, just give me a second. So it says, in their caution statements, some of the defendants who admitted to be members of the gangs, which is the 6 and the 7, they admitted in a caution statement that these teenagers don't care. You go into the police station admitting that you're a member of a gang, a 5, 6, and 7 gang. So some of them admitted to be members of the gangs. Said there that there are 6 and 7 gangs across Savins and the Grenadines, and that 6 is located in Kingston, Camden Park, Barreley, Rosebank, and Maurice Village, while 7 is located in Layou, Annisville, Tongue Portsmouth, Brighton, and Sand Hill.
Well, they're informing the rest of us because I didn't know this. So,
to be honest, right, when they say 6 is located in Kingston, yeah, I know of 6 in Kingston, but the areas that they call were kind of new to me for real too.
7 is located in Camden Park.
Yeah, they said 7 is located in Layu. No, 6 is Camden Park. So 7 is Layu. 7 is Layu, which I knew. I didn't know Arnesville. I didn't know Tongue Hill. I know Parsley. I didn't know Brighton, and I didn't know Sand Hill. So they teach me something there, to be honest, right? That show you how the thing is widespread, right?
And I'm also curious, was this information that they were supposed to say? But
well, I would think that if when you're arrested, the first rule is don't say nothing. But these guys are very, very talkative.
I like when they're young like this. Go ahead.
Yeah. So they say the defendants also stated that 5 is associated with 7 and 8 is associated with 6. Now, I never heard anything about 5. I know about 8 and 9. So I don't know where 5 coming from. Maybe that could have been a mistake on behalf of the right. I don't know. Because I know 6, 7, 8, and 9. I never heard about 5. So if there's actually a 5, that's something new to me too.
Them guys must be creating their own gang number.
Possible. If they create a 5, maybe they created 5. They were all cautioned, interviewed, and volunteered statements admitted to the offense, then subsequently charged with the offense of a fraud. Chief Magistrate requested that the defendant's family members be present in the court to witness their sentencing. Young was represented by his sister and teacher. Peters was represented by his sister. Hall and Thomas were represented by their mothers. And Haywood was represented by her sister. You notice anything there? You notice there? Family members were actually represented in the court. No fathers. There's no fathers there. Sister and teacher.
Yeah.
Sister, Howell and Thomas were represented by their mothers, and Haywood was represented by her sister. Oh, there's a young lady there. That's the young lady that came up in the camera. I think there was a young lady that came up in the camera and said bye, smiling. I don't know if you all saw it. Yeah. When John, which is the magistrate, asked about their experience while on 2 weeks remand, they responded that the food ain't eat good. Their sleep was uncomfortable and that their overall stay was not nice and terrible. They also told the chief magistrate that they do not want to be sent back to prison. Obviously not. Haywood, one of them, denied being members of the 6 and 7 gang and said that she only fought to defend her friend. The young lady said she only fought to defend her friend. Host also denied being a gang member, but admitted that some of them are people I just roll with. So he said he's not in the gang, but he just roll with gang members, basically. However, Chief Magistrate John told him, you are known by the company you keep, and one holder that he can either be injured or killed just by being associated with certain people, which is 100% true. Young also said that he was defending his cousin because they are rolling together and that he can't watch people bully my cousin. Understandable. To be honest, that's understandable. The chief magistrate told Young that he did not even know if his cousin was wrong or right before intervening. And it doesn't matter when it comes to family, I think. That's just how it has been for ever since. Yeah. Somebody come to hit your family, you're going to defend your family, and then you talk about it after. That's just the reality of the situation. I'm not condoning violence, but I'm just saying that's how it has been for ever since. You know what I mean? And suggested that he should have tried to de-escalate the situation instead. Sometimes you can't de-escalate situations, but yeah, he have a point still. However, Young responded that he knew that his cousin was right because he was there when the fight started. Chief Magistrate John asked John if he knew he could have killed someone or be killed by someone and asked him which one he prefers. After struggling to answer, John said that neither are good options. He's smart. You see, so he should level of intelligence there because maybe most youths would blurt out, yeah, I'd rather kill somebody than somebody kill me, if you understand what I mean. And then the magistrate further advised him that there are so many opportunities to learn and that he should utilize them as provided by the government. He also told the group that when they behave the way they did at KFC, they caused embarrassment to their family. Your family had to come to court because of your stupid behavior, he said. Okay. The prosecutor said that all the defendants, except for Thomas, made mention of the 6 and 7 gangs and are aware of all the places that these gangs are located, and that 5 is associated with 7, 8 is associated with 6. However, Cato said now that parents and teachers are present, the defendants say they know nothing about the gangs. So when the parents and teachers reach, they kind of deny. So you should be admitting to your parents and teachers, but denying to the police. It should be the other way around. You know, so then the prosecutor said that Haywood and Young are part of the Royal Servants of the Granite Police Force Youth Club, but have now stayed away. K2 said that the offense carries a maximum of 1 year in prison, added that the gang thing is in their heads and believes that they should be given a suspended sentence. Give them the keys to their own cell, the prosecutor continued. Chief Magistrate John said that he shared similar sentences with prosecutor K2 and consider defendants' ages, the sentencing guidelines, and the prospects of rehabilitation. Changing it up to you. They basically, what the court has done, the court basically set them up, right? And that is not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing to give them a suspended sentence, because then it forces them to behave, right? So as I said, they were given the keys to their own cell, and they have to behave as they go into prison for the 6 months, and they have to behave for 2 years, basically. Fair enough sentence. But as I was saying yesterday, you remember when I said that it would have been unfair to some of them who were actually remanded to await sentencing, because, for instance, we saw one of the guys, somebody walking into the KFC and slapping one of the guys, and obviously, if somebody slapped you, you don't want to take it. You know what I mean? And then somebody said they were defending their cousin, so maybe the court should have listened to some of the explanations and pick and choose who to remand. Maybe the main perpetrator of the act itself. But here we go. That's over with for them. And coincidentally, today, I think there are other people going to court for that same charge on that same day today. But those persons that saw what had happened to those ones were being remanded, and they had plead guilty. Now, I don't think they're gonna risk pleading guilty again, because they know that the case might not be heard at the same time and they will be remanded. So I think those would go to trial. And you know, when they go to trial, it'll be really harsher, because nobody's gonna risk pleading guilty and getting remanded for God knows how long before the case come up, right? So yeah, there's one chapter of that over. There are several. Even we saw after that incident, we saw several other fights also in the same people, different people being charged with the same offense over a couple of weeks. So there are quite a few of those cases before the court right now. It seems like if people don't mind brawling openly in the streets these days, it's very common these days. Big groups of people fighting, family members or whatever, and you know, we're seeing everything is being recorded these days. Everything is being recorded. No. Yeah, that's one chapter closed. You know what I mean? So, yesterday I mentioned that President Donald Trump was.
Yeah, but I think no, I was just. And there's a delay. No, I was just going to emphasize a point that you started on, but you didn't necessarily expand on, is the absence of parental figures. Only one person was represented there by a mother, and everybody else.
Two.
Right. Two had their mothers.
Yeah, two had their mothers.
And I mean,
no fathers know any picture.
Maybe they're right.
No fathers know any picture.
You know, when we have to talk about the breakdown, when we have to talk about the breakdown of discipline and in terms of raising children and all of that, you know, we also go the actual parents, you know. So is this an example of what is happening maybe within the schools when it comes to, let's say, sessions like PTA meetings are being called and parents are not turning up, or maybe it's not the actual authoritative input in that child's life who's turning up for these things? Because if it's a sister or a sibling turning up, then I mean, really and truly, unless your sibling is significantly older than you and a lot more mature, then who is to say that they're actually going to pull that child up and reprimand that child, you know? So
I'm wondering if the court could have requested the mother and the father to accompany these youngsters.
Well, I guess one of the things with fathers, you might have to ask if the father is even in the child's life, you know, to even
at least request, one of them.
Right. No. You know, but a parent,
but accompanied by a sister.
Yeah.
No father was there. None of them fathers were there. Well, at least not in the court. I don't know if the fathers were outside or whatever. None of them were there. So there you have it. The stats prove correct. Children with no proper father figures usually get themselves in trouble like that. The stats show it right there. If you want a clearer picture of why it's important for fathers to be in the children's lives, there you go right there. 5 of them charged, no fathers. We have some more coming to court today, at least 2 more coming to court today, I think. And I don't know if the fathers will be around in that situation. That's just how it is. The stats show clearly the problem there. The case shows the prevalence of the 6 and 7 gangs, which you see, a lot of people still taking this thing for a joke, right? But as the magistrate rightfully said, that could have a spill-on effect with.
All right, before
right.
could take to the next topic. We're gonna take the time check, and then we come back.
Okay.
Okay, and I think let me just address the streaming issue as well. And our time check came to you with the compliments of New Haven Funeral Home.
Death is a fact of life. Even though